Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with my prediction for the national championship game for the 2019 college football season. Before I continue, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Please subscribe to your channel. Greatly appreciate if you do that. I really want to grow this channel, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free, and you won't regret it. Also, hit the thumbs up button as well. So, this game I think is going to be a really entertaining game. I can see it going either way. I do think this game does come down to a couple of things, and it comes down to how much can Clemson's defense, how much can they hold LSU's offense to? Because if, in my opinion, if LSU scores 40 plus, I think LSU wins this game. But if Clemson can hold them to around 30 to 35, I think Clemson has a very legit shot of beating LSU. And if LSU's defense can hold Clemson to under 30, because if Clemson's held to under 30, I do think LSU wins this game no matter what. And if they score more than 40, I think LSU wins this game no matter what. But if they could hold LSU to about around 34 point-ish, yeah, for like 34 points, and score about 34 point-ish, they will have a very good chance of winning this game. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the offenses. I am giving LSU the advantage offensively. They are just impossible to stop, the LSU Tigers offense. I mean, the only team that will generally kind of slow them down a little bit was Auburn. And even then, I mean, they got a lot of yards. It was just that LSU was getting sloppy around the red zone and turned it over a few times. But overall, I really do feel like LSU's offense is just better than Clemson's. It's actually kind of close, but I gotta give the edge to LSU. Defense, I'm giving it to Clemson. I do think Clemson has the better defense. I don't think it's actually that close. I feel like Clemson, I just feel like they will have a better defense going into this game. Throughout the season, their defense been better. And I just feel like Clemson's defense is better than LSU's. And I don't think it's that close. Coaching. Coaching, this is difficult for me because I do think Dabo Swinney's the better coach, but I really like what Ed Orgeron's doing. But I'm going to give it to Dabo Swinney anyways. Dabo Swinney, championship head coach, Ed Orgeron, very good head coach. Nothing against Ed Orgeron was saying this, but Dabo Swinney is just the better head coach in my opinion for Clemson. I gotta give the edge to coaching for Clemson. And LSU, they have great coordinators. Clemson does as well. But I'll take Brett Venables over LSU's defensive coordinator, Mike Acosta, I think his name is. He's one of the more popular defensive coordinators for around the country. But I gotta take Brett Venables. He's just a better defensive coordinator, and I'm gonna have to go with coaching with Clemson here. Talent, once again, pretty close, but if you look at the recruiting rankings, some years LSU has better recruiting rankings, some years Clemson has better recruiting rankings. I do think LSU overall, if you look at the whole view, there might be a tick better than Clemson talent-wise, but I'm giving it to Clemson. I just think Clemson's better talent-wise. Um, I mean, I do think they're a bit developed better there at Clemson than LSU. So I gotta give the edge talent wise to Clemson. I do think Clemson is really good talent wise. I do think they're like a top 3 team in the country talent wise. LSU's more like a top 6, top 7 team talent wise. So I gotta give it to Clemson. In my opinion, I think Clemson is more talent. Man, excuse me. In my opinion, I think Clemson is a more talented team than LSU. So give me Clemson with the talent. Now my score prediction for this one, I've been seeing spreads 4.5 to 5.5 points across the board. It doesn't matter what the spread is because I am going to be taking Clemson plus 4.5. I'll be taking Clemson plus 5.5. So anything really above like 3, I'm going to be taking Clemson plus whatever. So I'll take Clemson. Let's say the spread is 5. Because I'm seeing 4.5, 5.5. I'm just throwing it in the middle. Clemson's a 5-point underdog. Give me Clemson plus 5. I do think LSU wins this game. However, I just think it's LSU's year. Sometimes you see this with some teams; it's just their year. Um, I kind of thought about that about Minnesota. I just thought it was their year. Uh, they kind of shortchanged some people at the end. I just think it's LSU's year. That offense is as unstoppable as I've seen it. It was more unstoppable than Alabama with Tua in his first year. LSU, they look like the most unstoppable team. Georgia has a top 5 defense in the country and had trouble against LSU. Being down 17-3 at halftime was a good thing for Georgia. So I gotta give, I have to give this one to LSU. I'm gonna say LSU wins this one by 2 points, 38-36 LSU in this one. I just think it's their year. That's the main reason why I'm picking LSU. I think Clemson could very well win this game, honestly, but it is really tough for me to go against LSU at this point. It really is. Um, and I have nothing against Clemson. I have nothing against LSU. It's just I just think it's LSU's year. So that's my final championship pick right here. I'm going 38-36 LSU in the national championship of college football. So that's my prediction there. Comment down below. I would like to hear what your guys' predictions. You're always welcome to comment anything on the channel. Hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe to the channel. And this is McD the Beast signing off.